For everything merry, I'm GMHaunts, and today I'm at the Spirit Christmas store in Rockaway, New Jersey at the former Party City flagship location for the 2025 season. So, let's get inside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are inside the Spirit Christmas location in Rockaway, New Jersey. Like I just said, this is the former Party City flagship store, and the last time I was here was in 2023 for Party City's VIP Influencer Halloween kickoff. Obviously, Party City has ceased to exist, and now Spirit Christmas has taken over this awesome location in Rockaway, New Jersey. It really is an awesome store, and Spirit Christmas looks amazing. Today we're going to take a look at the entire store. This is my first time at a Spirit Christmas location for the 2025 season. I was at the flagship last year, and this year I am here in Rockaway, New Jersey. So obviously, first off, here we have the ISE. This is Peppermint Lane. Obviously, last season we saw Gingerbread Lane was the in-store experience for these Spirit Christmas stores. This year there is Peppermint Lane. Okay, so first up on the right side of the archway, we have Charlie in the Box from the Island of Misfit Toys, and obviously the Rudolph movie. Let's take a look.
Rudolph is leading the way!
There he is. He kind of has like a weird audio track where a lot of it he's not speaking, but he is a really cool animatronic in person, and obviously he is like probably the best seller from the lineup so far. He is going for so much on eBay. He's pretty cool in person. That's my first time seeing him IRL. Over on the left side of the archway, we have Misfit Dolly from Rudolph also. The audio is a little quiet. Hopefully you can hear her. Obviously, they all are on their gift boxes as well, which look really nice. They're pretty big in person. So there is the Dolly, but let's enter into Peppermint Lane under the archway. We also have the Misfit Elephant. We'll take a look at him next.
We're all misfits.
Wow, Elephant's really loud. There he is. I really like that animation of him coming out of the box. It's pretty awesome. And I do want to point this out. If you take a look at the right side of the arch, that Island of Misfit Toys sign is a super cool ISE piece. It's just cardboard, as you can tell, as we normally see on the Halloween side of ISEs, but it looks amazing. So there's that sign. And now we'll enter in underneath the Peppermint Lane archway sign, which is a huge piece, by the way. And here we have Clarice from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We'll take a look at her. I also do want to point out those awesome step pad covers for Spirit Christmas this year that look like peppermints. So let's check out Clarice here. Oh, I love the mouth movement. That looks really cool in person. She's a little quiet right now, but I love that animation with the mouth movement. Looks super fluid. Now, if you're wondering, they actually are selling ISE pieces just as they do on the Halloween side of things. And there is the price point sign for Peppermint Lane. You can pause the video if you want to see the prices for everything. And this is the real body of the ISE. Over on the right-hand side, we have 1225 Peppermint Lane. This is obviously an all cardboard structure with a really cool design on it. I love like the whole candy cane and gingerbread house aesthetic. It looks really awesome. And these are cool as well. It looks like these are actually like fiberglass. Yeah, they are. So this is like the ISE pieces from last year with those really cool like lollipop kind of style things made out of fiberglass. Those are awesome. And over here on the left hand side, we have one of the Nutcrackers. So we'll take a look. Oh, this one's really loud.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Really awesome. I actually really enjoy the audio on him with an actual Christmas song instead of just like spoken phrases. So that's really cool. They actually do have a mini Rudolph down here. This is not an animatronic, obviously. It looks like it doesn't actually have a price on him. That's a really cool one, a little blow mold Rudolph there. I also do want to point out the Buffalo Snow that they're utilizing in the Peppermint Lane ISE. They did use this last year, but it creates such an awesome effect for that snowy look of the in-store experience. They are also returning the awesome fiberglass lamppost. I believe we did see this last year in the ISE, but it's such an awesome piece that they had to bring it back. So there it is. Next up here in Peppermint Lane, we have Hermes Magic Gifts, and it looks like inside we have the all-new swinging elf animatronic. Let's take a look here. It's kind of a little hard to make out his audio because the music in here is loud. But there is his animation inside of Hermes Magic Gifts. I do want to point this out. I love the fact that the ISE has a cardboard cutout of the Full Spirit Christmas logo. That looks super awesome. And this whole archway that allows you to actually walk through like the town, if you will, is really awesome. Just take a look at that cardboard cutout with the Spirit Christmas Santa. Over here, looking kind of towards the front of the store, you can see that the back of the archway sign actually does say, "Thanks for visiting, come again," which is really cool. And here's another Nutcracker singing away. This one's pretty loud. There he is. I love the animation and the lights too. Again, he's singing an official song as well, instead of just spoken phrases. Let's take a look over on this side. Oh, there is an animatronic. I actually didn't even know. So over here, we have the tiny toy shop, and it looks like we have the swinging snowman from last season on the inside. So of course, we'll get a demo of him here. Another one I really like the audio on. All these Christmas animatronics have on-point audio. I also love how he's like inside of the building, inside of the tiny toy shop. Is really awesome, and those lighting effects look fantastic as well. But we'll keep moving along here in Peppermint Lane. They have this awesome real-life Christmas bench that you can sit on. It is like a kind of plastic fiberglass-esque material. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's super nice and it's big. I know this will definitely be a hot seller from the ISE at the end of the season. I can imagine how many people would love to use this in their holiday displays. So that's right here in the ISE. And if you see over here at the Spirit Christmas Peppermint Lane post office, you can actually send letters to Santa like you could last year. As you can see, they have the letters right here with a nice Spirit Christmas logo, and you can write to Santa and tell him what you want. They have a pen for you, and you can drop it right into the post office, and one of the LEDs will light up. Looks like the nice one probably will, and you can drop it right in there for letters to Santa, which is really cool. Again, that's something they were doing last year as well. And it looks like we've reached the end of Peppermint Lane. So let's take a look at what is here. It looks like we have another Nutcracker. This is the bling one. This one is pretty wild looking. All right, unfortunately, it looks like the bling Nutcracker isn't currently working, so we'll skip him for now. But over here, we have Frosty. This is definitely one of my favorite animatronics of the Christmas 2025 season. He actually looks really, really solid in person. He looks even better than I thought he would. So let's take a look at Frosty.
Happy birthday! Hey, I said my
That animation looks great.
snowman can't talk.
There he is, Frosty the Snowman. Again, really impressed with this one, especially with how the material looks on the body itself. It looks like real snow. It blends in super well with the buffalo snow of the ISE. So there's Frosty. Moving along to the very back of Peppermint Lane, we have another one of my favorites from this season just because it's a very interesting prop. This is the motion tracking Santa Claus. As you can see down here by the graphic on the floor, it says, "Hi kids, Santa is watching you. I have motion tracking sensor technology." So this guy works the same way as Nibbles and Jack the Reaper from the Halloween side of things, where he actually does have motion tracking technology, so he can watch you move from side to side. So let's get him going here. Look at that. It looks like he's locked onto me, and he's following me from side to side. He actually does have the camera inside his eye instead of like the hand or anywhere on the body, which is awesome. Take a look at that face. This is a really solid looking Santa animatronic. We'll get another demo of him here. He's holding a present. Again, the music in here is pretty loud, so I'm not sure how well you'll be able to hear his audio. But he's definitely following me from side to side. Really cool animatronic. So there is the motion tracking Santa Claus, and it looks like to close out the Peppermint Lane ISE, we have this giant Christmas tree that is fully decorated. I love the North Pole sign also. It's really nice. And if you can't tell, the tree is actually moving. It's on like a spinning mechanism, which is awesome. I love the lighting. It is huge. It's probably like 9 or 10 feet tall. So there's that awesome Christmas tree. And the final animatronic of the Peppermint Lane ISE is this Nutcracker over here, the smaller one. And he is also singing away. It's a little quiet, but he is singing there, and it looks like there is another lamppost. If you're curious about the animatronic stock at the Spirit Christmas in Rockaway, New Jersey, as of right now, they have a misfit elephant right in the box there. Moving along over here, they have a bunch. This is a huge bulk stack of swinging elves and swinging snowmans, which, by the way, have very nice small boxes, which is great for storage. Looks like they have a bunch of both of those, and they also have the candy cane bling Nutcracker, and over here they have the silver variant. This is actually a huge box. I did not expect it to be that big. As you can see, they are Bluetooth. If you didn't know that from before, you can play your own music and audio through them with that Bluetooth feature. Again, very big boxes, but they are definitely cool props for sure. And I believe I spotted a few more animatronics. Yup, right over here. We have a bulk stack of the motion tracking Santa Claus. By the way, I just want to compliment the awesome box artwork for the Spirit Christmas animatronics. I love the white and blue with the red Spirit logo. It looks fantastic. Just take a look at how sleek that box artwork is for motion tracking Santa Claus. And it looks like as of right now, they have 3 of them, which is awesome because I know they have been selling super well. So cool to see them here. Directly behind the Peppermint Lane ISE, they have the blow mold section, which will definitely be a hit this year because blow molds are always very popular. As you can see, they are $49.99, and here they have a nice Mickey one. It does look like they plug in, so I'm sure they light up, but unfortunately, obviously... Oh, that's right there, demo one. So there is the lighting effect. It's kind of like a yellow glow from the inside. Very vintage looking, which is awesome. They have 2 gingerbread and a ginger woman there. And it looks like we have the Santa Jack Skellington with that glowing effect. Here's what he looks like when he's not plugged in. This is just the stock one here. That's definitely a cool one. So $49.99 for the holiday blow molds. And I love the cardboard artwork on the top as well. All right, so in the very back of the store, they have this awesome brand new inflatable land section. This is something they kind of had at Spirit Christmas last year, but it wasn't this large of a collection, and they didn't have awesome signage, ISC-like signage, I should say, that they have this year. I love the archway for Spirit Inflatable Land, and I would be remiss not to point out the amazing Bumble inflatable that is $2.99, but it is absolutely massive. This thing looks so cool in person. It is a Spirit Christmas exclusive, and again, it's $300. So head over to your local Spirit Christmas. This would definitely look awesome for yard decor. But let's enter into Spirit Inflatable Land to see what they're offering. There are so many different inflatables this year, and also in this area, you can really nicely see the blue Spirit Christmas paper on the wall, which looks awesome. So I'll kind of just give you a pan here. They have a Nutcracker. These are actually animated inflatables. Obviously, we have the Misfits that have animatronics in the ISE this year. There's Charlie in the Box rising up. They have an awesome, huge Rudolph inflatable. I think they may have had this one last year because I feel like I remember seeing it at the flagship store. They have a SpongeBob's house as an inflatable. Very cool kicking leg Santa for $69.99, and a bunch of other options. I'll kind of just pan along here so we're not here all day long. And it looks like here is the actual boxes for the inflatables. Here's a 2-foot mini penguin. And again, just look at that awesome box artwork. It looks so sleek and so nice with the blue and red lettering. So there's that. They have a 2-foot mini gingerbread man, and it looks like they are $16.99. That is not bad at all. $17 for a 2-foot inflatable. Very nice pricing. I love that Santa Stop Here sign. It looks like these are more of the small ones. Yeah, over here are the bigger ones. Here we have this awesome bear inflatable for $99.99. That one's just called the teddy bear. And the big snow globe is also a cool design. And then look at this polar bear over here with the lighting inside for $100. And the waving animation as well is really cool. I love this whole idea to display the inflatables all together. I think that was a great way to show them all off at once in the stores. And also the snowflake cardboard cutouts are pretty cool as well. You can see the inflatable signage up there as well. And obviously over here, we have the boxes for the large inflatables. And this right here, take a look at this, a 20-foot animated snowman for $2.99. That one obviously is not set up here at the store, but that looks huge from the box. I would love to see that one in person. And the box isn't even that big, which is really awesome. These inflatables can really condense down small, which is nice for storage. Over here, they have a 20-foot animated gingerbread man, so not even just an inflatable. They're both animated, I guess. That's really awesome. And the 20-foot animated Santa, I do remember this one from last year, so it looks like that's returning. And then if you take a look at the back wall, they have some other ones as well. There's the kicking leg Santa, the Nutcracker, the Santa Paws mailbox, so many different options. And look at that over here. The Misfit doll and the elephant actually come together which is really nice for $99.99. It looks like a lot of the inflatables are $100 this year, which is really not that bad, honestly. And they also have this cool Jack Skellington and Zero inflatable that is 6 feet tall. So there is the inflatable land. I'll give you one last peek at it. Also the gingerbread stack, I think I forgot to mention that. That's a cool piece as well for $129.99. 3 gingerbread on top of each other. So there is the inflatable land. I'll back up here so you can see the full look at it. I also love the cardboard artwork behind Bumble. That was a really nice touch from the design team. So take a look at that, inflatable land. Check this out. This is super awesome. So just like last year, Spirit actually did bring back the Krampus animatronic just for Christmas stores. He is retailing for $349.99, and it's just really awesome to see him being sold again because he is an awesome Christmas item, especially for someone like myself who obviously loves Halloween. This is a great Christmas gift option for a lot of different haunters, and here he is. They have 4 of them at the Rockaway, New Jersey Spirit Christmas. So this is pretty cool over here. I believe this is the area that Santa will be in when he makes visits to the Spirit Christmas stores. They once again have put together an awesome cardboard ISC-like display as they did in the stores last year for photo ops. So again, if you come here when Santa's here, he will be sitting in that chair and you can get a picture in the display. I don't remember seeing these last year. They may have been around and maybe I missed them, but they have these awesome oversized light bulbs. As you can see, it says make Christmas shine bright with bold oversized inflatable light bulbs. And this is what they look like in the box. Super small, as you can see, and they go pretty big. Just really awesome how much they can condense inflatables into the box. It looks like they light up with projector lights, and they come with ground stakes as well. 20 inches oversized light bulb. They have a bunch of different color options: white, yellow, red, green, blue. And there they are on display on the wall. Again, I don't remember seeing these last year. Maybe they were around, but definitely some neat inflatables. So over in the decor section of Spirit Christmas, they have a ton of Nutcrackers, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But I also wanted to point out the Santa's Magic book, because if you're a big fan of Spirit, you'll probably remember the ghostwriting book that they had over on the Halloween side. And this is a reskin of that as a Christmas item, obviously called Santa's Magic book, where the pen kind of writes, and it has a nice list and a, what does that even say? I can't even make it out. It's not a naughty list. It says Santa's official nice list, possibly, something like that. And it kind of writes as like a Santa's invisible hand, which is kind of cool. So just a reskin of the ghostwriting book over from Halloween. But now taking a look at the Nutcrackers, I really love this section because there are a ton of scary ones as well as traditional ones. First up, we have Ghostface as a Nutcracker, and it looks like he is $39.99, so $40. They have this awesome scary snowman. Take a look at that. He has an icicle in his hand, and he's got some blood on there. I love this kind of traditional skeleton, and the Santa skeleton's even cooler with the Christmas tree in the present. They also are selling a Ghostface sidestepper that has a Christmas hat sewn onto it. Obviously, this is the same exact one that they sell over on the Halloween side, but now it has a Santa hat on it, and it does have the Spirit Christmas logo on the packaging. Down here, they have these awesome zombified Nutcrackers with their brains peeking out. It says Merry Creepmas, and they also have these Krampus ones with like nice long white beards. So I love all these scary Nutcrackers. Definitely some cool options for people who love Creepmas like myself. And look at that one too. They very nicely dressed purple skeleton with like the staff he's holding. Those are all really, really awesome. Again, the zombie one especially, super cool. For fans of the more traditional holiday decor, Spirit Christmas also has you covered. Here are some more traditional Nutcrackers with the blue outfit, the red. This is like a little cowboy Santa, I guess is the idea behind that one. There's a regular Santa. We have a Nutcracker with some Christmas tree glasses, a cat and dog, a pink dressed one, a dog like drummer boy almost. This one looks a lot like the animatronic in the ISE. Can you see him from here? I don't think you can, he's too far away. There's a gold and a silver one, and obviously these large ones as well. So these are more of the traditional Nutcrackers you would usually see for Christmas decor. They all look really nice, and I think the way they decided to separate them with the traditional and the scary kind of on its own side was a really nice idea. Super awesome to find these over in the corner. Spirit Christmas is selling oversized stockings, which would be perfect for anyone who does stocking night like myself. They have a pink, a red, and a black variant. These are 5-foot ones actually, and 3-foot and 4-foot. So they have 3 different options, and these 5-foot ones are huge. These would even work as like decor. Oh, look at that, wearable straps. So you can actually put them on. So you can either wear them or have them on the wall as decor, which is pretty awesome. And it looks like over here, they have a couple of like stuffed characters. Not sure if they're animated or just stuffed. It looks like they would be. Oh no, they're just holiday greeters. So there's a Mickey. The frosty ones look really awesome. So take a look at those. Similar to the That Halloween Life that is over on the Halloween side of things in terms of signage, here at the Christmas stores, they have That Holiday Spirit with the Santa from the logo. They also had this last year, but super cool graphic. I love to see it returning. And over in this section, they just have a bunch of like pillows, it looks like. Down here, you have some more like formal stuff. Again, all branded with that awesome blue and red sticker for Spirit Christmas. These look like they're like stuffed ornaments almost, which is pretty nice. They have some trees and candy canes, peppermint design. So this whole section looks like it's pillows. And I don't remember what it was last year, if it was pillows or something else. I feel like it wasn't. I think it was like candy or something last year, at least at the flagship store. But I do really love that sign of That Holiday Spirit. We'll take a look at what over is on the end cap. What even are these? These are like little buckets, I guess. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these. Let's see what it says on the tag. Clarice bucket. Yeah, so they're buckets. I don't know if you put candy in them or something. Not really that's more of a Halloween thing, but still pretty cool. They have a bunch of different designs. All right, so check this out. This is a really awesome small section inside of the Christmas stores, and you may not notice it if you're not paying attention, so definitely look for it if you go to visit a Spirit Christmas. They have some officially licensed items, if you want to call it that, or just branded items from Spirit Christmas. These were available last year. I actually did get one of these at the flagship store in Mays Landing, but these down here are all new for 2025. They actually have a hoodie. That's the same thing up there. Just folded up. They have this awesome black hoodie. It's very simple, but I like it. It's kind of like elegant in that way. It's just a black hoodie with the Santa logo from obviously Spirit Christmas logo. I did just pick one of these up because I love it. It's such a cool item, and it will definitely be very limited with it not being sold online, and the fact that there aren't a ton of Spirit Christmas stores in the United States right now. So definitely go to your local Spirit Christmas if you can and look for these hoodies because they are awesome. Of course, we have to take a look at the t-shirts that are being sold at Spirit Christmas this year. I was very excited to see this in person because I wasn't even sure what designs they would have, and they definitely have some cool ones. So you can pause the video if you want to see all of them on the wall because there's a lot, and obviously I'm not going to point out every single one, but I did end up picking up this Merry Slaymas Art the Clown Terrifier 3 shirt. Red design looks really cool, and I also adore this Pennywise sweater design that says "Come Home." The slashing through the snow Michael one is pretty awesome as well, and they have a ton available, which is nice to see. Sometimes over on the Halloween side they don't have a lot of the shirts out right when the stores open, but Spirit Christmas here in Rockaway, New Jersey does have just about every single design available in stock as of right now. So there's the t-shirt section. Over here they have a bunch of long sleeves and hoodies. This one looks like a generic kind of skeleton Christmas design. It says "We wish you a scary Christmas." Down here we have a creeping around the Christmas tree. We have a Buddy the Elf one, but then of course, you know I did not miss this. Spirit Christmas has an awesome exclusive electric blue slashing through the snow Art the Clown design. You can see the Spirit Christmas stick or tag on there. Terrifier 3 officially licensed, obviously. I had to grab one of these. This is a fantastic design being sold at Spirit Christmas, and it looks like they also have, here it is, a Scream one, You'll Scream Tonight, with the original poster on there, which is pretty cool as well. Here's a Stitch design. This looks like it's a Snoopy hoodie or long sleeve, so a bunch of different things. Whether you want scary Christmas or just traditional Christmas, they have everything here at the store. Every Christmas obviously needs ugly sweaters, and Spirit Christmas has a ton of them, just like they did last year. Here's a SpongeBob design, Santa's Coming Tonight. And as you can see, these light up, and they have them on in the store, so you can see what they look like. I'll kind of just give you a quick pan here of what they all look like. I love all the lighting up effects. Those are kind of the more traditional designs. And down here we have some scary ones. Here's a Chucky design that says "Slaying It," and it does light. Oh, it has sound too. Look at that. That's really awesome. We have an Art the Clown one that says "Holidays Are Terrifying." Obviously, big fan of that one. There's the Chucky one again. And down here it has a "You're Cute When You're Scared" ghost face with a pink and kind of glittery heart design. So those are more the scary ones. I really love all these ugly sweaters. The store does have a little kids section, so we'll take a quick look at what they have to offer. Over here, the kids have their own t-shirt section with some different designs. I actually really like the Toy Freddy one up there. It's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it looks like that's literally one of the only ones they don't have in stock, but still very cool design. Over here, it looks like they just have some different sweaters and ugly sweaters that you could get for your child. There's like a Bumble one, looks really awesome. They have a Santa, Nice and Never Naughty one. I love all the blues, look really awesome. There's a really ugly sweater. That'd be perfect for an ugly sweater competition. This one down here is like a scary one with a ghost on it. I love the orange ornaments. Oh, look at that. It actually looks like, is it? Yeah, it is. Like the Spirit Christmas logo is actually sewn into these with that awesome blue and red. That's pretty cool. I love all the branding that Spirit Christmas is doing, making the logo super recognizable. Obviously, it already is over on the Halloween side, but just doing it for Christmas. And look at this thing. They have this green like jumpsuit with yellow garland on it. I would definitely win an ugly sweater competition. These are like onesies, which is pretty cool. So we'll back up here, get a full look at it. Looks like we just have some different options, and it looks like there is some merchandise still on the way at this store. Even though it's pretty filled up, they have a lot of stuff here. So there is the little kids section. Over on the far wall from the Peppermint Lane ISE, they have this Deck the Hall section with a ton of different ornaments. They are $9.99 each, and there's so many of them. Obviously, I can't point out every single one because we would be here for a very long time, but there's definitely some cool ones. Look at that little can of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, not even just Coca-Cola, Diet Coke. That's pretty funny. There is a regular one as well with a Santa hat. They have sandwiches, they have hot dogs there, a bunch of different options, as well as like a Nutcracker ornament, little Santa Claus, snowman. This is like, what is this? Looks like it's like, oh, it's not even soft. It looked like it is. It's like a styrofoam ornament, so that's pretty cool. And they also have this decor section with a bunch of wreaths. Look at the size of this wreath over here. That is massive, really cool looking. That would be awesome on like a door for the holiday season. Over here we have like some garland, it looks like. They have black and red. Here's like a mixture of colors with some gold in there. Really like the blue one down here. And look at this. I didn't even know Spirit Christmas had this. They have 6-foot tall collapses to 6-7 inches for easy storage. Includes 2 bows. So it looks like that's actually a tree. Oh, it is. Look at that. Pre-lit decorated Insta tree. I didn't even know Spirit Christmas had these. They actually are selling Insta trees here at the Christmas stores. This is another design, it looks like, with like some white snow in there. That's really awesome. This one's like a more traditional, just green tree with the gold and silver ornaments. And the bow includes 2 bows. That's really awesome. I didn't even know they had trees here. So just like last year, Spirit Christmas is offering a bunch of different gingerbread kits that you can purchase. I don't see one for the ISE. Last year, Gingerbread Lane had its own gingerbread kit, but I'm not seeing one for Peppermint Lane. Maybe they do have it at the flagship store, but it looks like they don't have it here if it does exist. And we'll take a look at the gift wrapping section, which obviously just has a bunch of bags that you can put gifts inside of. I'm sure they have wrapping paper as well too. I'm not seeing it on this wall, but I'm sure it's here. Oh, look at that. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Merry Creepmas with Ghostface on it as a bag. That is really, really awesome. And it looks like we have some kids Christmas stockings as well with like Snoopy and Frosty, Rudolph, Mickey, a bunch of different designs on there. Here's like some plates even and napkins. Perfect stuff for a Christmas party. And yeah, take a look. I just saw it. Right over here, they have some Christmas paper. There's the tissue paper. It looks like they have some bows and stuff. And again, all the Spirit Christmas branding is all over everything, which is really awesome to see. What is this over here? They have a brick decoration. Okay, it's kind of interesting. It looks like you could like put it on like a, maybe like a fireplace or something like that to give it like that real kind of brick look. So it's kind of interesting. This section is another very unexpected one, and I don't remember them having something like this last year, but they actually have a bunch of different hot sauces. Take a look at this. Green chili hot sauce, and it comes in a Grinch head, which is pretty fun. They also have this set of hot sauces that is all Grinch themed. This one has 3 of them down there: jalapeno, boohoo, and mean machine. So again, some different things. This is champagne toppers. What is this here? Spritz-a-clock. It looks like drink mixers right there. So again, I don't remember Spirit Christmas having stuff like this last year. Maybe they did and I missed it, but they do have it this season, which is crazy. They just have such a wide assortment of products available this year. Even this, what is this? Zombies dripping toxic green hot chocolate. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And blood red hot chocolate. I mean, take a look at all this stuff. What is this? Hot cocoa, Christmas death. So many different things here for both Halloween and holiday lovers. It's pretty wild. Okay, so now I'm in the gift-giving section of the store, which very appropriately has white elephants as the cardboard cutouts, because all of these would work out very well as white elephant gifts. This was something they also did at the Christmas stores last year. And this is just a really nice section of Spirit Christmas because they just have a bunch of different options of gifts that you could get for people. As you can see here, they have blankets. It looks like this one is like skulls with Santa hats, which is a really cool one. As you can see also the Spirit Christmas packaging on all of these. Shrek Life is a funny throw blanket. They have an awesome Art Krispies one, which by the way, look at that. It actually has the Spirit Christmas logo, even though I believe this one was sold on the Halloween side, but they actually did special logo or packaging just for the Christmas store. So there's a bunch of different options, but if you look over here, they even have some plushies and stuffed characters such as Art the Clown and Ghostface. These are obviously from the Halloween side. They have Gingerbread from Shrek. They have Jack Skellington. Look at this awesome Krampus pillow. That's actually really soft. I like that a lot. So there's a bunch of different like plush and pillow options as gifts. If you take a look over here, it looks like we have a Grinch gift set that has a mug, crew socks, boot socks, and a beanie, and the same for SpongeBob. And if we move along over here, we have a bunch of different cup options. Look at this awesome blinged out, killing it, stab or scream like kind of tumbler, which is really nice. It looks like, oh, look at that, a blinged out Terrifier tumbler. I love the way art looks on that. So as you can see, this gift giving section, that's really cool as well, just has a bunch of different gift options. They have a ton of mugs. As you can see here, over on this side, it looks like a bunch of like kind of gag gift kind of things. Espresso Joe I can see. A bunch of just different really nice gift options that you could come to Spirit Christmas and pick up for someone in your life. This is a bunch of puzzles over here. This is just the kind of thing that you can come to Spirit Christmas, shop, and get a bunch of different gifts for all of the different people in your life. It looks like they have Christmas Vacation Monopoly there and Bumble Operations, SpongeBob Monopoly, so many different things. They even have pet costumes over in this section. So there is the gift giving area of the store. So right in front of the checkout at Spirit Christmas this year, they have this thousands of stocking stuffers section, and it has gifts for everyone on your list. I do remember them having this last year, but I'll kind of just pan through here very quickly. It looks like they have some jewelry options here, and we'll walk into the checkout line to see what else they have. There's a car antler set you can put on your car, which is kind of fun. Again, stocking stuffer shop with a bunch of keychains. Over here they have like the blind bags as they have over on the Halloween side, including this Terrifier one, which was at Spirit, which is why it has the Halloween logo on there. So a bunch of different blind bags. It looks like they have some bouncy balls, jingle bell necklaces, maracas, everything you could want. Someone just made a donation, which is nice. Some candy. Oh no, Snoopy Candy Fun Book. What is this over here? Rudolph Pop-Up Lollipop. Just a bunch of different small items that you could put in a stocking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is going to wrap up my 2025 walkthrough of the Spirit Christmas location here in Rockaway, New Jersey at the former Party City flagship store. And I want to send all of you a very Merry Christmas from here in Peppermint Lane at Spirit Christmas 2025. Goodbye.